Welcome back, everyone. I'm excited about bringing on my next guest. I have with me Siobhan Hawkins, and she's the owner of The Perfect Notary. She also has with her Leticia Garinas, if I said that correctly. I hope that's pretty close. And she is, you are a partner, and you do the financial side of everything else notary. And I want to talk a little bit about yourself and how you kind of got into doing this. You're so excited. I'm so excited for you. You're rated with the Better Business Bureau. You're probably the only business owner that I know that I've met in a long time who is so together and so got all things, her ducks in a row, ready to go.
Well, thank you for having me, Carol. I'm excited to tell you about The Perfect Notary. I started The Perfect Notary to fill in the gaps, and this started when I needed a notary and I couldn't find one. And I was searching everywhere. I was going to the major stores, I was going to retail outlets, and I still couldn't find a notary. But what was even more shocking is that there's other counties in Arizona that have notaries that are far and wide in between, and people need those services too. So I started The Perfect Notary, your signature solution.
I love it. I love your tagline, your signature solution. And you had an issue, and a lot of people don't realize that they're notaries. You're also mobile. You can come to them. And another thing that you do that I think is really cool is you also offer remote online notary services. Now you have to explain that.
Yes, we call it RON, Remote Online Notarization. And what it is I invite the customer to come onto a platform where we're able, with a fee, to notarize your documents and see it, and you get it right away, the same as you would if you were in person.
So there's two ways you can do it, but you know, sometimes people like when you come in, you want to go over everything and make sure it's all done. Some people like things done online, so you offer both ways. Now the phone number to call, it's 480-442-4149. What's your website?
My website is www.theperfectnotarypublic.com.
It's important because a lot of people don't realize that there are notaries that they come right to you and they can do all of your services. What kind of different papers that need to be, documents that need to be notarized that people don't realize that they have to be done?
Oh, there's so many. You can have a power of attorney. You can have an oath where you have to swear on a document. You can have an acknowledgement. We also call the oath jurats. But there's things like attestations that you need for certain companies. Certain insurance companies can ask for attestations as well. So there's a lot to it.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, you had mentioned before you even came on here that there's people that have to prove who they are, which I never even thought about something like that. But there are people that have to prove who they are today, and that has to be notarized too?
Yeah, well,
tons of reasons.
In this state it doesn't, but some states it does. For instance, the I-9 review is where you're certifying that you are legal in this state, and you're trying to get employment. So you may need an I-9 review for that, and we do that at a low cost of $5, just to make sure. We are not attorneys, so we can't give you legal advice, but we can look at it and make sure everything is complete and there are no misspellings or errors.
The best thing is when you get something notarized, now it is all legal. That's one thing for sure, and people do need papers notarized, and they come to you if you like. They are valley-wide. You can also do it online. They have they offer remote and online notarization. They also accept emergency appointments. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, so my hours are generally 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. However, if there is an emergency, you have a loved one in a hospital, or it's in the nursing home or assisted living facility and you need notarizations documented, we can do that. We can come out to you and we can provide that service. I also service group homes and other mental health facilities that need criminal affidavits notarized. So they can call me anytime.
Now the phone number is 480-442-4149. 4149. They have a value pack that's coming out too, that's going to be going to all sorts of areas in the valley. And you can also use that phone number if you want, which is 480. It's 385-1398. Put this number in your phone, because you never know when you're going to need a notary. And most likely, most people need it at some point. They really do. Now, Leticia, I want to talk about you for a little bit, because you're in the financial department.
That's right, Carol. So I'm in charge of the Financial Services Division, and I'm a licensed insurance agent, and so my mission is to educate and sell some products to protect people here in Arizona, but we protect individuals and also their assets. We offer products such as life insurance, term, permanent, annuities. Now that people want to retire, and there's so many issues with different the conventional products. So we offer really good products so they can protect their
Loved ones?
Yes. So also we have products so that we can set up strategies for college funds, also whole life, and also final expenses. So we have a variety of products that we can that we offer.
It's called the Perfect Notary for a reason, because they really do make sure that they cover almost every facet that you might need. Plus, they offer this life insurance, the different things that you might need for your retirement and for your thinking about as you pass on through to the other side.
Correct.
Now, I also want to say too that you're also bilingual.
I am
We
bilingual.
wanted to talk about that, so that's also really important that they are also bilingual. And I know one thing, when it comes to legal papers, anything, I don't care what it is, when you want to understand, when you can speak in their tongue, that is so nice for them, because then they feel comfortable with talking to you. Is that correct?
That is correct. I'm actually we serve also Spanish speakers. I'm Spanish speaker, so all just like serving people with the products of life insurance. We can also do the notarizations in their language, which
Now,
is Spanish.
Which again is so nice that they offer that. They are valley-wide. They accept emergency appointments. They're rated with the Better Business Bureau. They're mobile, so they can come to you. They can also offer remote online notarization, which is also really cool. If you ever need a notary, and if you don't know that you might need one, put it in your phone anyway, because you know what? You never know when you're going to need something like this.
That's
The
right.
phone number to call, there's two numbers, 480-442-4149. The value pack number is 480-385-1398. It's the Perfect Notary Public.com, and I say again, put the number in your phone. You say that there's some myths when it comes to notaries. What is there? I didn't even know they had a myth on that.
Oh, there's lots of myths. So one of them is they think that you have to go through a long, drawn-out process. What they don't realize is that notaries we're considered officials of the state. So that helps us with legality. It helps with my business because I also do field inspections and real estate photography. So it's important to know that when you're getting a notary, you're getting the real deal.
The real deal, and that's why you call him right now, the Perfect Notary. I also want to say this too, a lot of people think you can go to the bank, but I don't think they do them anymore as much as they used to. As a matter of fact, you got to make an appointment. It's really not the same as being able to call this number, which is 480-442-4149. They can come right to you, and even if you got an emergency situation, they can be there for you as well. And also, if you want it done remotely, they can help you that way. It's the way to go.
It is, and I just wanted to add that some banks have called me for service.
Really? You
Yes.
see? The banks are calling her too, so you know it's the perfect notary. Now, the other thing that I really wanted to ask you, which was the rise of digital transactions and the role of notaries, you know, what are the steps that they take in order to do those with you?
Okay, when you're doing remote online notarization, what happens is as you log on, your ID is verified. It goes through a very systematic process, high security from the platform that you're at. So for interest, for example, I use Blue Notary, and Blue Notary is fantastic with being very secure, like a lot of the other online platforms. But you're checked at least 7 times before you even get to the notary, and then the notary is checking as well. So you're very secure.
The perfect notary, your signature solution. That is her tagline. Her phone number to call, again, put this number in your phone. You just never know when you need it. If you're a real estate agent, you know you're gonna need it. If loan officers, there's so many reasons to need them today. They are valley-wide. They're mobile, so they can come to you. They're rated with the Better Business Bureau. The banks are calling them to do the work for them, so you know that they're the perfect notary. Again, that phone number to call them, it's 480-442-4149. You can also check them out on their website. It's theperfectnotarypublic.com. And you know something? You just never know when you're going to need something like this. It's the best thing to put in your phone just in case you need it. That phone number again, it's 480-442-4149. It's theperfectnotarypublic.com.